Yeah, thank you very much indeed. Well, the war here rages on 33 days after the Russian invasion, but there are more peace talks scheduled to take place in Istanbul this week. We think they'll start tomorrow. And Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has said he is prepared to discuss formal neutrality for this country as part of efforts to end the war here. But he says that would have to go to a referendum and be guaranteed by third parties. Well, meanwhile, the mayor of the besieged port city of Mariupol says around 160,000 people are still trapped there without heat or power, and he is calling for the city to be completely evacuated. He's described it as a humanitarian catastrophe. 26 buses have been laid on to get people out of the city, but Ukraine's government is saying humanitarian corridors for civilians trying to escape are being closed today because of fears they could be attacked by Russian troops. In the word of the mayor of Mariupol, Russia is, quote, playing with us. Let's get the latest now from our correspondent, Anna Foster.
Homes and lives reduced to rubble. For many in Ukraine, leaving is not an option. It's difficult and dangerous. Cities like Mariupol and Kharkiv remain under heavy fire. Mariupol's mayor has called for the city to be completely evacuated. But today there are no plans to open any humanitarian corridors to help people to escape. Ukraine's Deputy Prime Minister says intelligence sources fear that Russia will attack civilians as they flee. In a new interview with independent Russian journalists, President Zelensky said he was willing to consider neutral status for Ukraine.
Security guarantees and neutrality, non-nuclear status of our state, we're ready to go for it. This is the most important point. It was the main point for Russia as far as I can remember. And if I remember correctly, this is why they started the war.
President Zelensky says that a referendum would be a key part of any decision on neutrality. But how do you do that in a country where more than 3 million people have already fled and millions more have been displaced from their homes? Logistically, it would be incredibly difficult. And how would it have any lasting future legitimacy?
In the capital, Kiev, life has changed immeasurably in a few short weeks. Irina travels here every day from her home in Irpin, near the front line, to sell meat on a street corner.
At night I sleep with all my clothes on, except the coat. Even the socks are on. At night I wake and pray. Again.
New peace talks are due to start tomorrow in Turkey. The first round, held in Russian ally Belarus, delivered little. For Ukraine's civilians, any small step towards peace gives hope. But after weeks of this conflict, actions feel far more important than words. Anna Foster, BBC News, Lviv.